Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on Mo Hunt Silver. We're going to have another nickel hunt, and this will be nickel hunt number 15 for the Hunt and Fill series of our Jefferson nickel albums that we have right back here. And we're also trying to see how many spots we can fill in the Buffalo nickel album. And as of the end of episode 14 of the series, we were able to make it up to 150 of 192 spots in our Jefferson nickel albums, and we also added 2 spots to the Buffalo nickel album, bringing us up to 9 out of 65. So if you guys haven't seen that episode yet, because we did find 5 Buffalo nickels in the last episode, I'll try and see if I can get a link up in the top right hand corner. This will be a first for me to try that, so I'll see if I can do it. If not, you'll see it on my channel. It's episode 14, or Nickel Hunt and Fill 14 of the series, and 5 Buffalo nickels found, so that was pretty good. I'm hoping we can find more in this box right here, because I do have another circulated box to be going through, and this box is actually from the same pickup as the box from episode 14 is, so we could find more buffaloes hiding in here. We just have to get into them and see what we can find. But besides buffaloes, we'll be looking for any Jefferson's 1959 and older, any wartime silver nickels, 1942 to 1945, key dates, semi-key dates, proofs, errors, varieties, foreigns, you name it. But I think we'll get into this, and we'll get into roll number 1. And we'll start this hunt and see what we can find. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, if you're new to the channel. And I appreciate your subscription. Everyone helps. So we'll get breaking into this and see what we can find. Roll number 2 is going to kick us off with our first older Jefferson find. And this one was actually 1 coin away from being an ender. We're going to have a 40s. 1946, and that is going to be out of Philadelphia. Pretty common, but we'll still take it, and we'll keep on moving through this roll. If there's anything else, I'll be back to share it. Alright, looks like roll number 2 did have a second find hiding in it. We're also going to have our first foreign for the hunt, and we have a 1987 out of Canada, which these flip this way instead of like that, how our coins do. Pretty cool though. Take it. And we'll move on to roll number 3. See what else we can find. Roll number 3, only a few coins in, and we're going to have our second older Jefferson find. This one was reverse facing, so I didn't know until I flipped it. But we have a Denver Minted and 1952. Not bad. Alright. I have to go through the rest of this roll, but be back if there's anything in it. Roll number 10 is going to give us our third older Jefferson. This one was reverse facing, so I had to flip it to see what the date was. And we do have another Denver minted. And this time we're going to have a 1953. Alright. Pretty good. And we'll keep moving through here. And then a few rolls earlier, we also did find a 2009 out of Philly in terrible condition. But that is a low mint nickel, so I'll hold on to it. Alright. Roll number 12 is going to give us another mint error, and this seems to be a pretty common one that I find in my area. I don't know if you guys can see, but we're going to have another die clash, because you have Jefferson's eyes underneath the building here. You got one right here underneath the steps, and then the second one is right over here on this side, and I'll put it under the scope so you guys can see it a little bit better. And there you can see it really good underneath the steps, and then his other eye, which you can see kind of because the camera's making it really bright, but there's another one right here. And then also on the obverse side, usually you'll have a line going through Jefferson's eyes right here, and you can kind of see it on this one. It's not very strong, but it's there. So, a couple dollars. These usually fetch, about $5 or so maybe for decent looking examples, but you're right. Okay, or I'll take it. It's another find for the board, and we'll keep moving through this roll and see what else we can find. If not, I'll be back with the next one. We're in the very next roll, guys. Roll number 13 of this box. And we're going to have some silver. In a 1943. I thought the edge looked a little funny on it in color. We got a 1943 out of Philadelphia. That is the pretty common one. But I don't think it's going to have any of the possible issues it could have, which is the 3/2. I'm definitely not seeing there. And a doubled eye, if it had that, that's going to be really tough to see. I don't see anything. But, alright, we have silver in the box. Awesome. Definitely take that. And we'll keep on moving. Roll 18. Only a few coins in, and I came up to a slick Jefferson reverse. So this is probably going to be an older one, and we can flip it over and see what the date is. And yeah, that's going to be a 1941, and that's out of Philly. Alright. Well, we'll keep moving. Hopefully we can find something else in here. Roll 22 is going to give us two finds here so far. The first one I'll bring you in for is right here. And we have a second 2009 out of Philly in this box. That is actually pretty awesome because I'm lucky to usually find one per box. So I'll definitely take that. And then our second find for this roll is going to be a 1946 right here that I came up to. And that is going to be out of Philadelphia. All right. Just getting through the first part of roll number 28, and we're going to have another older Jefferson here, and we're going to have a 1947 that's from Philly with, I don't know what this is on it, but something that's making it darker. It's actually not in horrible shape either. All right, we'll take that. And then also 2 rolls earlier, we found another die clash. I don't know if you guys can see it there underneath the building. And it's going to be a 2023 out of Philly again. Got a whole bunch of these in this area. But I'll take every one I find. And we'll keep moving through this roll. Roll number 28 is going to have a second older Jefferson in it. I almost couldn't tell what this was because, as you guys can see, this is a horrible parking lot coin. But we're going to have a second 1947 in this roll. Ouch, that one hurts. Alright. Roll 35, and we're going to have another older Jefferson, reverse facing. This one is Denver minted with a big scratch going across the reverse here. And we have a 1955. Pretty common. The one we want is the 55 Philly. That's a semi-key date. And then also in roll 34, no, it's upside down. We came up to another foreign. This will be foreign number 2 for the box. 5 cents, 2001 with the fish. And that's going to be Bermuda. Okay, so we have a Canada and a Bermuda now, as far as foreigns go. And we'll keep searching this roll, see if there's anything else. Roll number 38 is going to give us a 1951 Jefferson nickel. And that is going to be out of Denver. Alright, not bad. Don't see those very often. Glad to have that. Well, I'm only about halfway through the very next roll, roll number 39, and we already have 2 finds. And the first one I'll show is from the 50s. It's 1957 there. It's kind of hard to read, but that's going to be from Denver. Then our second find in this roll caught me by surprise by the condition of it. Look at the date on that. 1941. And this is in, I would say, about uncirculated condition. That looks really, really nice for being in 1941. That might be an upgrade for the album as well. We'll have to see at the end of the hunt but glad to have that one. All right, awesome. Roll number 41 is going to give us another 50s Jefferson, 1956, with the Ring of Death from Denver. And that Ring of Death is actually on both sides. You can see it there. And you can see it there as well. All right. Roll number 44. And I came up to an older Jefferson with an S mint mark on the back. So we know the newest this can be is a 1954. And let's give it the flip and see what we have. And it's going to be a 1954 out of San Francisco. All right, not bad. First San Francisco mint for the hunt. And we'll keep moving through this roll. Roll number 47 gave us another 40s Jefferson. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's going to be a 1946. And that's going to be out of Philadelphia with some damage where a mint mark would be. That looks almost like an S if you tilt it in certain directions, but that's definitely a Philly. So we'll keep moving. We have 3 rolls to go. All right, just towards the end of roll number 50, because the box is now empty, and we're going to have a little bit of last roll luck here. We do have an older Jefferson with a Denver mint mark, so we can flip it. And we're going to have a 1941 out of Denver. That's pretty cool. And I'll search the rest of these coins here, these last 7, which I don't think there's going to be anything in here. We got a 21, 17, another 21, let's see, a 2000, 16, nothing there, 87 Denver, nothing there, and a 2014 out of Philly, which I just dropped, and we don't have anything there. All right, so I'll be back with a box wrap-up in just a second. All right, we're back for a box recap of box number 15 for the series. And this box gave us a little bit on the light side on the amount of finds, but some of the finds that we got were pretty good, so I'm not going to complain. We did get a total of 22 finds out of this box, and 2 of them are going to be foreigns. We got one from Canada, which is a 1987. We also got a Bermuda nickel, which is cool because I don't find these very often. And that one's from 2001 with the fish. That actually looks pretty cool. We did find 2 2009 low mint Philadelphias. So that's pretty awesome. I usually find 1 or none in my box hunts. So finding 2, I will definitely take that. That's awesome. We did get a total of 9 out of the 40s. Right here I have 8, but our best one is probably going to be this 1941 right here that's almost uncirculated. And it actually does have, I believe, at least 1, maybe 2 steps there still. So that could be an upgrade for the book. We'll just have to see. Our only 40s nickel that was special or a rare variety or anything like that would be a silver one that we found that I'll cover later on. We found 7 in the 50s, none of them being anything really special except for the 1954, which is a lower mint San Francisco. We found 2 mint errors, both of them being 2023 Philadelphias with the die clash on the reverse that you can see much better. You can see Jefferson's eye right there underneath the steps for Monticello, and that's on both of these here. There we go. You can see it pretty good on that one. But yeah, right down here is where you'd see it more prevalent, and sometimes you'll have it on the obverse side with a line going across Jefferson's eyes right here. These two, the line isn't very strong, but it's faintly there. And then our best find for the box is going to be this 1943 out of Philadelphia, 35% wartime silver. So this could be a book edition as well. we'll just have to check the books, which is going to be our next step. And then other than that, we just got a couple other Jefferson nickels here that we'll just have to compare to the books and see if they upgrade or possible additions. But let me pull out the books. And we only need the Jefferson books this time because we did not find any Buffalo nickels in this box, unfortunately. So yeah, let me see what we can do for the books, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back after making today's additions and possible upgrades for this episode in the coins that we found. And we are going to have 2 additions and 1 upgrade for this one. Our first is going to be an upgrade right here, our 1941. This is the one we found today, and this is the one that we had. Again, it's still in good shape, but today's has much more luster on it. So that looks really nice right there. And then our first addition for today's episode is going to be a 1952 out of Denver that we can put in the slot. If I can get it over there. There we go. So that one's added. And then our second edition is going to be a 1983 out of Denver. So we can get that one in position. And that's also a very nice coin as well. And the 83s, there were not any mint sets issued, so it's even harder to find mint condition coins from 1983. And also 1982. That was another year the mint did not issue any mint sets. So finding coins in those 2 dates in good condition is a hard thing to do, and that one looks really good for the book. I'll definitely take it. We did have 1 silver that was not an addition or an upgrade for the book, 1943 out of Philly, so we can add that to our silver jar. And that brings today's spots filled in the book up to 152 out of a possible 192, so we're only missing 40 for all these books yet, and we're only 15 boxes in, and they are looking really, really nice, the examples that we do have so far, for only hunting 15 boxes. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys are still here watching, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the thumbs up if you also haven't done that. I appreciate every single subscriber that I get, and I appreciate you if you're still here watching. So thank you for watching my video, and I'll look for you on the next one. Hope you're there. We'll see you.